family, welcome back to Right Up Our Alley. If you are new to my channel, I am Rachel Alley, and I am a mom to 3 kiddos who are about to be 9, 6, and 4. And today's video is about my favorite things, homeschool edition. I have my favorite shirt on and my favorite earrings because why not? I'm nerdy like that. We are going to get started with my favorite things for homeschooling. But before I do, I just want to say I'm so excited to be doing a giveaway. Look, I love just giving away homeschool stuff to friends, and I consider you guys friends at this point. So if you have subscribed to my channel and you comment down below something that sparks your interest in this video, something maybe you already have, or something that you really, really want and you like the looks of, put it down below and you will be entered in to win a lovely favorite that you see here on the video. I did kind of save my favorites for last, to be totally honest with you. So make sure you stay tuned to the end. I am starting with something I actually just bought this past spring for my son. He started doing fractions, and so we bought this lovely fraction set, and it comes with, I'm just going to go ahead and open it up. Obviously, it does the big one, right? But what I love about this set specifically is it gives you decimals and it gives you percent. So nice. And it does that for every single one, and it goes down until 12ths. And you can take them apart, line them up together so you can see equivalent fractions. This is amazing. He's already started kind of learning some things. We haven't even really dived down into fractions yet, and he's already sort of grasping concepts just by looking and playing with these. So these are great manipulatives, especially if your kid is learning fractions this year. Also, last year in the spring, I bought these things because my friend Angela told me how great they were. And so I definitely had to buy some, and I cannot get enough of these. They are so easy to clean up. They just are amazing. The kids love them, and they will sit down and just, as I am talking or maybe doing a lesson, they'll just be sitting there kind of drawing on a piece of paper I give them, and it is just wonderful. And because I mentioned this in a piece of paper, I do not let the kids draw directly on the table. I am not that crazy of a person. Some of you might be, but I can't stand that kind of chaos. I just cannot. So we buy these things from Lakeshore Learning, and they are just the trays. They come in a pack of 4 different colors, and they're just wonderful. I think we have 3 sets of these. 1 set is upstairs for Lego time, and there's 2 sets down here just because they rotate, they get paint on them, and I don't get to them immediately to clean them because I just don't. I did notice at Target the other day, they had something kind of similar. It's taller, so it's a little bit deeper, but it's a little bit shorter. Just FYI, in case you want to look and don't want to go. This is at Lakeshore Learning, so it is an actual learning store. I have a facility close to me. They do offer sometimes some free shipping online, so check that out. And keep in mind, all of this I show here, I will definitely put down below in the description box as to where I've got it and the link to the specific product. And since this is in no particular order, we're going to just be going with the next thing that's sitting in my face, and that is these dry erase sheets. You saw I picked them up in my haul the other day. I actually really love these that I bought. The ones that I've gotten before from Target, I just got maybe 1 or 2 in the past, but I'm using them a lot more with all 3 kids now, so I kind of want to have them ready to go. So I like having this pack of 12 because I can just have 4 ready to go in their bins, and I don't have to worry about, oh, where is this, where is that, and find a sheet somewhere. It's already in there, ready to go for the day. I write on those with, of course, the Expo markers, and you can buy these at Costco. You can buy these online at Amazon. It doesn't matter where you buy them. You can get them probably on sale at Target and Walmart right now with the back to school prices. But I absolutely love these for those sheets, as well as the wet erase ones. They also come in handy for what I'm about to show you now, and that is the dry erase board. This specifically one is from Lakeshore Learning again, but there are tons online on Amazon. And then we also just have the little cute erasers for the kids that they just write and erase. To go along with this, we actually also have these magnetic letters, and these we bought on Amazon. Again, I'll link everything down below, and you can just pick up the letters and play with them. They do not have to go on the board, but if you feel like it, you can spell a wonderful, lovely word. You know what I'm saying. Lots of fun. So we like to use all of these materials every day usually. Next up, we have some bigger items. So I'm right here beside this little table for the kids, and because there's some heavy things. This little spinner is amazing. I've seen a lot of caddies like this that can pull out, and also just regular ones, but this one is big, and I love the fact that it's big because it can fit markers, big, small, crayons, color pencils, you name it. We fit everything in here. It goes on in the middle of the table, and the kids just spin it when they want something. It is beautiful. I started having it, I think, probably in Thanksgiving time when I bought this on sale. And since then, I bought another one for me in my area that I like to use because it's got all the dry erase markers and the dot to dot markers. And so I actually use that one, and it's super easy too. The other thing we got on this table is our learning resource balance. We have had 2 different balances now. Honestly, I do not remember the other brand of the balance we had, but it was terrible. I will actually look on my Amazon account in just a little bit to tell you guys in the description below which one I didn't like versus this one. This one, it tears really easily, and it's so nice. It comes with the actual weights already in there. If you actually want to weigh something specifically, right now with my younger son and my daughter, we are just doing simple comparisons, but my older son is getting into the adding the weight to actually add up the grams to figure out how much it actually specifically weighs, so we can start talking about density. Putting that back, something a little for me is the pencil sharpener. Got this from Costco. I know they sell a similar one on Amazon, so I'm going to link both down below. We use this daily, no joke. If it's not a regular pencil, it's a coloring pencil that needs to get sharpened. And this thing just still works after probably 4 years, 3.5 at least. Because, yeah, it's definitely since when my son was doing main homeschooling. So it's been about 3 or 4 years for sure. And a little other something for me is this timer. It is a learning resources timer, and you just set it, and when you turn it on, it turns green actually when you set it. And then when you go, it gives you a little warning after a certain amount of time, depending on the yellow that you click. And then it just goes green, and it beeps, and it's really loud if you want it to be. So that way the kids really can have your attention. They know it's time to move on to the next subject, or it's time to come away from, if you had some sort of playtime or free play, it's a little bit of indicator of, okay, it's time for me to transition back. We need to get back to school. Or you could also just use it as okay, it's time to go to the next subject. That's what we use it for. I'll go into that a little bit more detail when I do my schedule on Tuesday. I will tell you kind of how we use this when we do our schedule. And this next thing actually surprises me. I don't have anything else on this table that is Melissa and Doug. To me, I was so astonished by that when I went through and had to pick out my favorite things that I could just not live without. What am I okay with just totally getting rid of, right? That's kind of what I went with when I tried to do this video, and what I wanted to pick out was, what am I just okay with getting rid of, but no, you better not take this. And I was so surprised at how much Melissa and Doug, I was like, it's okay, we don't really need it. It was weird, really weird. I was kind of surprised by that actually. But this one stood out amongst all other Melissa and Doug products. We have had this since my oldest son was 3.5 to 4. We just would play around with it. It was wonderful. And now every kid has used it. It still holds up. It's got a little bit of bumps and bruises on the back. But the cards are still here. They're not torn, which is amazing because they're semi-laminated. And you just put the card up here, either way, and analog or digital, which is wonderful. And they get to learn both. And when you put it on there, they can actually check their own answer, which is amazing. I love that part about this. Definitely a Melissa and Doug we cannot be without. The next thing I'm going to go into is some manipulatives. So basically, I'm just going to mention some Legos. These can be used for area. They can be used for counting. They can be used for pattern. You name it, they can be used for math in any sort of way you can think. You can stack up 10 of one color and add it to another color and start doing your 10s frames and 20 frames. And then we can move on to also doing your place values with these. It is wonderful. I absolutely love Legos. They're so versatile. Amazing thing to have just in the homeschool area away from your normal Legos. Hence our bag. We have them separated just because I bought a normal, regular, classic Lego container with all the different colors and put them downstairs. On the subject of manipulatives, I also recommend getting these bears, specifically the ones that have different sizes. And because I say that because Legos are great for just counting and patterning, and those are wonderful. But unless you have also the Duplos and then the mega Duplos and all those different things, which if you do have those already, you don't need to buy these because then you can go small, medium, large. All you have to do is teach your kids the sizes that way, and then everything else, patterns, grouping, you can all do with Legos as well. But if you do not have those other types of things around the house, I do find that these are great as well to use for the same type of thing. I told you I would save my absolute favorites for last, and these are the two that I cannot live without in my house. They are super hands-on, absolutely wonderful for little kids to big kids. Doesn't matter your age range. These are great things to have in your homeschool. The first thing are these things called tubes. They're by Safari, and I have bought them a couple of different ways. So you can buy them at Michael's and or Joann's with like their competing coupons. And usually if you buy them around the Black Friday area, they'll usually give you an additional coupon on top of it. And I can usually buy these at least 70 to 80% off the actual normal price, which is $12.99. Amazon never has a deal on these things. Darn it. Seriously, I have looked and I've given up because they just never throw these on sale. The only way I can ever get a really good deal is, like I said, Michael's and Joann's, and occasionally the Safari actual company will put these on sale. They'll put things on clearance that they're kind of trying to get rid of, or they will actually have a legitimate full up sale. Make sure you look also on Black Friday on their website. But I buy things for animals, especially this year we're doing Animal Kingdom. I know I've mentioned a lot, so we'll be doing deserts, habitats. These are just in the woods animals, as well as these are, endangered species. We're going to be talking about endangered species. I also bought recently some tubes that are for history based, so that should be really cool to do something hands-on for my little guy as I'm discussing history. But basically we got some Revolutionary War ones that have the British soldiers as well as the American soldiers, which I thought was really cool. So definitely they are super hands-on, and they are definitely thematic based, so they work really well with theme unit studies. The last and final thing I have to show you guys is, I think, the biggest hit this past year. I cannot tell you how many times we got out these maps. They are scrunchable maps. Scrunchable maps. I have the United States one, and I also have the world one here to show you, okay? These are, I just can't even describe how cool these are. So I'm going to try to show you, okay? You can literally just scrunch them. And then, like, I've had them throw them around. Like, I wouldn't recommend it, but just to show you how cool they were, I just had to do that. Have it upside down. But it's really awesome. It gives a great map. We have used, we've talked about explorers and like where did they go, and we've done it along a map with little boats, and you can use them for a lot of different things. You can learn them just for memorization. You can do a lot of things with maps in general, but the fact that they're scrunchable, they cannot be torn, which is so cool. Kids can get a hold of them, toddlers can kind of have them, and you don't have to worry about something ripping. So it's really, really cool. I definitely highly, highly, highly recommend these. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you have found this video useful and you have seen something that might actually be useful for you in your homeschool room. Please don't forget to comment down below something you really love already or really like the looks of, so you have a chance to win something in this video. I really just love giving things away, guys. So please make sure you do that. I want to give somebody something in the next 48 hours. I'm going to be drawing your name. Please give my video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Y'all have a good day. Bye.